gonna have
like
we're gonna
grounding.
have this ear training day over and over and over until we get it right.
That's right. All right, let's go to chapter 9 today. Little beer drinking song from Germany. Page 143. What can you tell me about it? What key are we in?
Which one are we doing? There's two on
We're
there.
doing 9.1. We got to save some beer for the other class at noon.
Oops.
We're in G.
G major, good. And the whole point of this whole section is
the complete dominant seventh chord,
which in this case would be
That's
Sol
D7.
Re Fa. Sol Ti Re Fa. Yes? I'm going to ingrain in your minds Sol Ti Re Fa. Do you hear it? Pretty straightforward, right? Nothing tricky melody wise other than that Sol Ti Re Fa. Rhythm, really easy. Here we go. 1, 2, re, go. So, do, 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 ti, re, so, ti, re, fa, mi, so, do, mi, fa, re, mi, do, re, ti, do. How'd you do on your Sol, Ti, Re, Fa? One more time. One, two, ready, go. So, do, ti, re, so, ti, re, fa, mi, so, do, mi, fa, re, mi, do, re, ti, do. Yeah? Do we want to go to Canada? Let's not. Let's go to Mozart. 9.5. Where's our Sol Ti Re Fa? Do we have a Sol Ti Re Fa? 9.5 on page 144.
We have a Re Ti Sol,
Where's that?
second measure.
Good. And then in measure 4, what happens?
Fa Re Sol.
Yeah. All right. This is a DC Alfine. What is a DC Alfine?
Restart to the beginning and go to the end of. Go to Fiend.
What does Fine mean?
Final.
Final.
The
Finish.
end. Yeah.
The end.
What does DC mean?
The couple.
What does capo mean?
Head.
Head. You remember if we decapitate someone, we cut off their head? You should never forget DC again. All right, what key are we in?
F.
F major. Anything tricky with rhythm?
No.
I'd say the trickiest thing is line 2. Quarters, half, and then a bunch of eighth notes. And one of those eighth notes is repeated. Do you see that? You get 2 sols in a row. And you're going to want to stop on the re. Mark my words. But you can't. You got to keep going to the do. We also have repeats. This is going to be fun. Repeats and a DC Alfine. But usually you don't do the last repeat on the DC Alfine. Is this true? One, two, three, 1, 2. So, do, ti, do, re, mi, so. What did I do wrong?
You did me instead of
Re, ti, sol. Right? That's a re, ti, sol? My apologies. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So, do, ti, do, re, ti, so, mi, re, mi, fa, re, so, 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 la, so, fa, mi, re, do, repeat, so, do, ti, do, re, ti, so, mi, re, mi, fa, re, so, 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 la, so, fa, mi, re, do, so, mi, do, fa, re, ti, mi, do, la, re, ti, so, repeat. So, mi, do, fa, re, ti, mi, do, la, re, ti, so, do, ti, do, re, ti, so, mi, re, mi, fa, re, so, so, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Whew.
I struggled with the hand signals this time.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Claire's loving this morning, too.
So you repeat all the way from the beginning again once it goes to the end?
You want to just do a one straight run through?
No, I'm saying it when it says to repeat it, you do it to the end of the second line, and then when you get to the very end, you do the whole thing over again.
So you do the first part twice. You do the second part twice. And then on the DC Alfine, you just do it one time.
Okay.
You with me? Did that make kind of sense? So we've got, I think, another 3 weeks, 2.5 now, until your Chapter 9 videos are due. So I want to keep doing something from Chapter 9 every time or we get rusty. And when I say we, I mean all of you, not me, because I'm perfect. Okay.
That's exactly what your me instead of T showed, right? I agree.
Do you remember last time we had class? It was so bad.
could not get that measure right.
All right. I don't either. So on we go. Let's do some dictation. I wanted to read to you. Yes, it's story time with Dr. B. I wanted to read with you some suggestions on harmonic dictation. I'll share you the title of the book. Not that I expect any of you to go get it. It's very, very cerebral reading here. It's called Teaching Approaches in Music Theory, an Overview of Pedagogical Philosophies by Michael Rogers. But he's trying to teach theory teachers how to teach. This was my textbook in college on how to teach music theory class. I was able to take a theory pedagogy class at the University of Michigan with Dr. Karen Fournier, and this was our textbook. So he gives some strategies for harmonic dictation that I want to pass along to you all. He says, the following plan offers one possible 5-step method of converting such a linear hearing process into conventional labels. See what I mean? It's kind of heady reading. All right, A, he says, write out the soprano line as one would for plain melodic dictation. So don't freak when you hear harmonic dictation. Just treat it as a melodic dictation to get your melody. And then write out the bass line the same way. Note details of bass and soprano correlation. When do they do the same thing? When do they do opposite things? He says, identify chord quality, but not necessarily root, as required for distinguishing among implied choices. Here, an element of the vertical is useful to sort out triads from seventh chords, basic intervallic tensions, etc. I like what he says here. He's saying, say whether they're major or minor. How many major chords do you have to deal with in major?
3.
3. And using your charty chart, you're going to know if it's a tonic or
Dominant.
or
The one after dominant.
the one before dominant.
The one before.
4 chord, yeah. So does the 4 chord share any common notes with the 1 or the 5?
You said common notes?
Yeah.
Oh, just the one.
They share scale degree 1. 1 and 4 shall share scale degree 4. Tonic is 1, 3, 5. And subdominant, the 4 chord, is 4, 6, and 1. 1. Yeah. 6, 1, 4 is what it really is in root position. And in the dominant chord, does it share with tonic?
Yes. The 5.
The 5. I'm worried that I'm losing some of you. So I'm going to try to turn on my piano here. See if I can demonstrate this in chord progression land. So we're in the key of C. There's my 4 chord. I did it in second inversion so you can see the common tone and have it line up. I'm going to go back to C. So here's my point. And I'm not sharing my screen, so you can't see any of it anyway. There's my 1 chord, there's my 4 chord, there's my 1 chord, there's my 5 chord. We have a common tone here between the 1 and the 4. We have a common tone here between the 1 and the 5. But if you do like Roger says, and just put whether it's major or minor, based on the tones, you're going to be able to figure out, is it a 1 chord, is it a 4 chord, or is it a 5 chord? It's going to be a rare occurrence that the bass and soprano double and you don't get any other tones to figure out what your chord is. You see what I'm saying? All right, on we go. He says, the effective and psychological response of certain patterns will yield valuable clues. The response of deceptive motives, the gentle motion of plagal arrivals, the push for augmented sixth resolutions, etc. So what he's basically saying here is if you guys start keying in on some of these principles that we're learning in theory, it's going to help. If you hear an amen cadence, you know it went 4-1, right? If you can follow T going to do, good chance we just went 5-1, right? So start picking up on these clues, yeah? Also, you're going to start hearing sol ti re fa now that you know what sol ti re fa is. So sol ti re fa is 5-7, probably followed by a 1 chord, sometimes preceded by, we learned last semester, right before you got your tat, could be 7, but more likely it's going to be the
2.
The 2 chord. Good, Titus. The predominant. You are listening in theory class. Good job. All right. Make sense? So it's a puzzle, and we're putting pieces together from all different areas of our life. Theory class, listening, choir, all those things that you can pick up on, right?
Life after high school.
Yeah. For most progressions having some connection to real music, an element of built-in logic, learned first through analysis, part writing, etc., and now through hearing, will offer the most valuable hints of all. So that's kind of what we already talked about. All right. I'll probably read more from that later. Let's do a dictation. Okay. Let's do melodic dictation in the bass clef because we need to practice, huh? Who loves bass clef? Tuba man. Everyone else is like, no. Ethan Spikes is like, ah, yeah. Right where it belongs, in the bass clef. Let me find my cheat sheet here. All right. Bass clef, 1 flat. Eight measures. We are in 3/4 time signature. Any bets on the starting note? Any bets? Any bets?
B sharp.
G? No, you're wrong. It's not a B sharp.
You're all wrong. What would the logical thing be here?
So,
I'll squeeze it in. It's going to get tight, but we can do it. 8 measures. All right. Are you ready? What are we trying to get first time?
Rhythm.
What else?
Ending note.
And
How it was approached.
Nice. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. What'd you get?
End with an octave jump.
Octave jump at the end. Did we end on the same do that we started on?
No.
Octave lower, right? What was our rhythm of measure 8? What was that rhythm?
Chord and half note.
Quarter half note. All right, here we go. Time number 2. 1, 2, 3. Did you get your rhythm? What's our rhythm? Quarter.
2/8, 2/8. Quarter, quarter, quarter. 2/8, quarter, quarter. Half note with a dotted half note. There we go. 3/4. A quarter, a dotted quarter, and 2/8. No, or 3/8 notes. And then 6/8 notes.
Nice job, Catherine. Did we all get that? I'm seeing a lot of head nods, which is good. All right, here we go. Time number 3. Are we on? 1, 2, 3. What happens in measure 2?
Salty Ray.
No. Not a bad guess, though. Even easier.
Do, mi, so.
Do, mi, so. Low do, right? Do, mi, so. So listen for that kind of thing. But you're right, Catherine. Listen for that, too. Do, mi. Was it sol, ti, re, fa? I don't think we get a seventh chord necessarily. But start thinking in solfege. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's measure 1.
Is it do to sol, fa, mi, re, do?
Do, so, fa, mi, re, do. It's just a scale after we leap from do to sol, yeah? Good. Time number 5. 1, 2, 3. Do you know what your long note is? What's your long
Is it
pitch?
in the fourth measure?
Yeah, what's that pitch?
G for Ray.
Ray. Okay, last time. 1, 2, 3. Haha, wrong clef. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. What do we get? Do, so, fa, mi, re, do, mi, so,
La.
la. Come on, people. Fail with glory.
T.
It doesn't continue up. La, ti, do. No, it goes la,
The soul again.
so, la, so,
Fa, mi, re.
fa, mi. So it just goes down the scale. La, so, fa, mi, re.
Then ti, do, re for the next measure.
Next measure. Ti, do, re. Good. Someone else. David, what'd you get?
I didn't get the dotted quarter, but for the eighth note after that, I got F, G, F, and then E, F, E, and then D, C, B, and it goes to F.
Okay, something got off there.
Yeah, I think I might be maybe just like a half step off.
Yeah, because what we do is we go to Ti, do, re, mi. Anybody else want to go? And then here's where we have our skip. Do, mi. And then everything else is step. Almost. Re, do, ti, so. Do, do. And play it one more time. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Let's do a harmonic. Two measures. One sharp. Four, four. Starting pitches are E, B, G, and E. What do we know?
We're probably going to be in E minor.
This is true. All right, I'm going to take a roll right now before I forget. Is Bajorka's here? Is Brenda here? Okay. All right, here we go. Are you ready? One, two, ready, go. Please tell me that you got rhythm.
It's a bit of a stretch, but I think I got it.
What was it?
3/4 and then the whole note.
All right, so the given quarter plus 3/4 and a whole note. Did we end on a 1 chord? Was it the same 1 chord we started on? Did we go 5-1 at the end? Looky, looky. We only got to figure 2 chords out. Piece of cake. One, two, ready, go. Our chord number 2 and chord number 3, major or minor? Or diminished? Hint, hint.
You
wink,
gave it
wink,
away.
Cough, cough, snicker, snicker. That's a Mauricio line. Don't you miss Mauricio? Okay, melody. What's our melody? Do.
Season do.
Do.
Do, do. Sounds like My Country Tisity in minor. Do, do, re, ti. Do.
With the sharp.
Ah, Ethan, you never let me slide by.
Okay, next time I'll be quiet.
All right. Let's get the bass line. What do you got?
I think it goes do to la, and then do la. Wait, I have that wrong. Never mind.
Does it go do, mi, re, sol? Do?
Do, mi, re, sol. You're close. You missed one of those. One of those is wrong.
Is it fa?
It is fa. Do, fa, re, sol. Do. Good. Good, everyone. All right. According to my chart, we've got an A and an E. And we have a minor chord we determined, yes? What minor chord has an A and an E in it? That can be followed by a 1 chord. Titus, what you got?
You're saying what is the second chord?
Yeah. I've got an A and a C.
4 chord.
4 chord.
Let's get in there.
Your roommate saved your bacon. Good. What's the next chord? It sounds dissonant. I've got an F sharp and an F sharp. It's a 2 chord. Good. So it's a 2 chord. Got to put the degree symbol. That right there would give you a perfect score, yeah? Now, bonus points. If you get the alto and the tenor. Alto. Anybody? Anybody?
Is it fa?
It is fa. Me, fa. Fa. Re, me. Tenors. So. Lay. Lay. So. Good. All right. We just have a few minutes left. I want to do triad identification, private messages in the chat. Are you ready with inversions? Good, Mr. Spikes. The rest of you got to be more specific or try again. Good, Catherine. Good, Nico. Check it. Check it. Good, Jared. Good, Pete. Good, Jordan. Good, David. Can't you all feel it? He's there. The phantom of the eye.
It helps that they're also, Nico and Chaz are doing it in general chat.
Say it again?
Nico and Chaz are doing it in general chat, not private chat.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
I always forget to turn that off.
Yeah, that would have been boring or embarrassing if I got it wrong.
No, you wouldn't be the only one.
All right. So that was minor first inversion, right? New one. Good, John. Good, David. Good, Hannah. Good, Titus. Not an interval. It's a try. Oh, yeah, no. Try again. Is it dissonant? Totally dissonant. Can't be major. Totally dissonant. Can't be minor. Your dissonant choices are augmented and diminished. Good, Claire. Good, Andrew. Good, Nico. Good, Pete. I think I skipped somebody in there. I like to hear this chord going down to major. It's an augmented triad. But other people can hear it different ways. I also hear Fantasia. And I get my mop and my bucket out. Now, augmented triad can only be in root position aurally. Yeah? Because we can't tell if that's an A flat or a C or an E or if it's an inversion of one of those unless we see it on paper. You with me? So you don't want to write augmented first or second inversion because you'll be wrong. Try again, try again, try again. Good, Jared. Good, Pete. Good, Jordan. Good, David. Try again, try again. Good, Ethan. Good, Titus. Good, Nico. It was major first inversion. Second inversion wants to be Ray Charles. You got to be more specific. all y'all that just said one thing. You didn't give me a root or an inversion. Good, Jordan. What are we listening for? Is it dissonant? Yes or no? Is it evenly stacked like Olaf? Do you hear a tritone? Does the tritone outline the outer shell, or is the tritone on the top or bottom? You love inversions. Who are you kidding? Oh man, she left. Where's the tritone? If I get it wrong, could you just call me out on it? I don't like guessing if you just haven't seen it or if I'm wrong. First minor, you were wrong. It's too dissonant to be minor. And you have a tritone. And the tritone's on the bottom. It was diminished second. We need to do a lot more of this, and we will do that on Thursday. We'll do a little singing, probably not a dictation and a lot of this. Cool? You'll remind me? Have a good day. We'll see you either tomorrow or Thursday.
Thanks, Doc.
You're welcome. Happy
Later,
Groundhog
Doc.
Thanks, Dr. B.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Don't forget your booties because it's cold outside.
You're still holding on. Let go.
It's cold outside every day. Nice one, boys. Playing yesterday's tape. Watch out for that first step. It's a doozy. Whoa. Let's go to our textbook, chapter 9. Page 143. We are learning about the dominant 7th chord. Who knows the solfege for the dominant 7th chord?
Do mi sol te. Oh, or is
Try
it
again.
sol ti re fa?
Sol ti re fa, yeah. Sol ti re fa is our solfege for our dominant 7th. Sol ti re fa. My roommates are getting into it. They love it. Okay, so we're going to look at the example 9-3 from Germany on page 143. What can you tell me about it?
You said 9-7?
9-3
9-3.
on page 143.
We have anacrusis.
Good. What else?
I see, 6/8. So we're in that's complex time or I can't remember the actual terminology, but we're not in simple compound. Thank you.
Good.
3 sharps, which means we're in a major key since I see no naturals, sharps, or any of that.
So we're what key?
Let's see. We are in A major.
Good.
And I see pretty simple stepwise motion for the most part. There's a couple leaps.
And we got a lot of skips and leaps. Well, I see what you're saying. Right at the beginning, we have a couple skips and 1 leap. 2 leaps. 3 leaps. What's our starting solfege syllable? So. Do you find sol ti re fa? Where's sol ti re fa?
Second to the last measure.
Of line 1. You are absolutely right. And line 2.
Oh.
Yep. Sol ti re fa mi re do. You with me? We ready to rock? One la li two la, so mi so do, mi so mi re, so ti re fa mi re do, mi so fa mi fa re, so ti re fa mi re do. I need to do that again. Does anyone else need to do that again?
Yeah.
I'll go wrong.
I can't keep up with the hand signal.
One la li two la, so mi so do mi so mi re, so ti re fa mi re do, mi so fa mi fa re, so ti re fa mi re do. How'd we do?
Better.
Did all right on our German beer drinking song?
That's what it is?
Sure. All right, let's look at 9-7. Maybe we shouldn't do 9-7. Should we? It looks too familiar to me. I was going to say 9-6. Let's do 9-6. 9-6 is in a nasty clef. Do we know what clef that is?
Alto clef.
Alto clef is right. Did you see my Doc B theory?
Oh, you can hear me?
I can hear you. We heard you sing beautifully. Did you see my Doc B theory Instagram post to learn all your clefs?
I didn't know you had Instagram.
Oh man, do I?
I don't use Instagram.
Come on.
I don't think you told us you had Instagram before.
Yeah, man. I did a post with a picture of all the clefs and said, "Learn yo clefs." So mezzo soprano, sopranos on the bottom, mezzo sopranos the second line, altos the third line, tenors the fourth line, baritone clef is the top line. So it just goes vocal part up. That way you can always remember them. You know? All right. Oh, I guess I'm Doc B Piano on Instagram. Sorry, not Doc B Theory, Doc B Piano. I guess I had to choose one. All right. What key are we in?
I'm gonna guess E.
If we were in the key of E, we would have 4 sharps. Sorry.
D flat.
Sorry. We're doing 9.6. Taj, I moved us over to 9.6.
Oh. Yeah.
D flat.
D
D flat. I
Flat.
heard. Yeah.
I almost said B flat minor.
That would not be good.
That would not be right in the slightest.
What's our starting pitch?
I don't know how to read this class. I don't know. So,
You want to put money on that?
no, not at all. Wait, yes, I will.
You will?
Yeah, just because the shape of the chord looks like it could be, or me. I'm gonna guess it's me.
I think it's me as well.
Yeah, me.
I'll buy me. I think Taj owes me 30 cents.
I owe like 60, maybe almost 90 at this point.
Do we have Solti Re Fa?
Yeah, the third measure.
Good. Did everybody see the repeat sign?
Oh, and again in the 4, 5, 6, 7, 7th measure.
Good. Does everybody see the DC? Has nothing to do with comics. What does it stand for?
Capo.
Da capo, which means?
The head?
The head. If we decapitate someone, we cut off their head. If we see a DC, we go back to the head, da capo, at the very beginning. But we're going to skip the repeat on the da capo. Yeah? All right, here we go. And we start on me. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's way too fast. 1, 2, 3. Mi, so, do, mi, so, fa, la, la. So, ti, re, fa, mi, re, do. Repeat. Mi, so, do, mi, so, fa, la, la. Sol, ti, re, fa, mi, re, do. Do, mi, so, fa, mi, re, sol, ti, re, fa, mi, re, do. Back to the beginning. Mi, so, do, mi, so, fa, la, la. Sol, ti, re, fa, mi, re, do. Nasty key.
It's the high notes that always gets me. I'm not that good with high notes yet.
It's been a while since I was in the boy band. I can't hit him as well.
I said first, and I was like, why can't I do it?
Really imagine you in a boy band.
The leather pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bascom in his 20s. Oh, wasn't she like Brando back in the day or something?
That's right, but that's yeah, that's right. Mi, fa, so, mi. Is that right? Mi, fa, do. Mi, so, do, mi, so, fa, la, la. It's too high. So you guys know that you can transpose these to any key that you need to, yes? You don't have to do them in the written key when you do your videos.
I did not know that.
I'm glad you know it now. Yeah, pick a range that's comfortable for your voice. I can't grade you on if your voice matches the range of the example. That would not be fair, would it? Okay, so I didn't want to do 9-7 because 9-7 is your example for 3 weeks from now. So know that you have a Sol-Ti Re Fa. And we're going to start incorporating all this stuff when we start doing dictation, right? Start looking for these solfege syllables. Speaking of dictation, let's go to dictation land, shall we? I'm going to try to do a 2-for-1 video again. So you will get a different example if you watch the video because I did a different example in the morning class. Cool? All right, let's do a melodic dictation. I don't like any of them.
Then make your own.
Okay, we're going to go treble clef, 8 measures. Key of 5 flats. Come back to me, Zoom. Share screen. All right. Treble clef. Five flats.
How many measures?
8. Common time. Starting note, D flat. Are we close? Are we ready to rock? I bet this is easier to do with a pencil than it is with a mouse. Okay, what are we trying to get first time?
Rhythm and the ending, like, or how do is approached.
Yeah, did we end on do? How was do approached? Or how was the last note approached? Trying to get rhythm. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, what did we get first time?
I think I got it.
I think it's all quarter notes on the first measure.
Okay. So quarter, 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 quarter. Okay.
And then 2 quarter notes followed by a half note.
Good. Somebody else, next measure.
Four quarter notes.
4 quarter notes. Good. Somebody else, next measure.
2 quarter notes and 1 half note.
Good. Somebody else?
4 quarter notes.
Good.
It's 2 quarter notes and 1 half note again.
Good. It's the same pattern over and over, isn't it? Did we end on do?
Yes.
Was it the same do we started on?
I think so, yes. I'd have to hear it again to be sure, though.
How was do approached?
From
Was it from T?
It was
Yeah.
T. Good.
Was it sol T do? Or was it la T
So-
do?
I think it was law.
Okay.
Let's double check. All right, second time. Focusing on pitches. Yeah? Let's get those pitches. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, what are we listening for?
Certain solfege syllables.
Yeah, patterns. What are some patterns that we might discover?
I think I heard a sol T re fa. I'm not too certain, though.
Okay, I would listen for the outline of my tonic triad, which is going to be do, mi, so. Or it might be out of order, like mi, so, do, or mi, do, so, right? I would also try to figure out the long note pitches. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, what time are we on? Number 3? Number 4? Number 3?
That was our third, so
That
we're
was
on 4 now.
All right, number 4. 1, 2, ready, go. All right. Did anybody get the first couple measures?
I think I got the first measure.
Okay, go ahead.
Starts with do, and then it goes I think mi, so, and so.
Do, mi, so, so. Good, Trevor.
With the second measure go la, la, so.
Absolutely good, Christian. La, la, so. Should we do it one more time? 1, 2, ready, go. Do you recognize when do happens?
Yeah.
Just for fun. I want you to mark on your paper or raise your hand every time do happens. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, what do we got? Do, mi, so, so, la, la, so.
Do, ti, la, so. I think.
Do, yep, just down the scale, isn't it? Do, ti, la, so. Then what?
Mi, so, re.
Yeah, we skipped fa. Mi, so, re. Good, then what?
Mi, so, do, ti, maybe.
Mi, so, do. Oops. Do, ti. Then what?
I put la, ti, do.
Let's do
but I
second
don't
half.
think it's right.
Here's the second half. 1, 2, ready, go.
Got it that time.
So mi, so, do, ti, la,
ti, do.
Then where?
Mi, re, do. So.
Mi, Good. All right, let's do a harmonic example. All right, we're going to be E major, 3, 4, 2 measures.
E major?
Yeah, 4 sharps. Is that right? Father, Charles, goes down. D comes right before E.
I'm so glad you said that because I forgot the order of sharps.
Sharp up, and I get E. All right. Sounds like you need a refresher course on Doc B theory.
Just a little. I just forgot how to write everything.
Remember the sharps zigzag, zigzag, zig, zigzag. And the flats just zigzag. All right, 3, 4 we said. Two measures. Starting notes. E. B. G sharp. And E. And I'll tell you, that's a 1 chord. Yay, free answers for coming to class. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ha ha ha. One more time. 1, 2, ready, go. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Did we end on tonic? What was our rhythm? Let's go there first. What was our rhythm?
Quarter notes, just 3 quarter notes in the first measure, and then I think a quarter note and a half note.
Try again.
All quarter notes?
All quarter notes. All right, did we end on tonic?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did we go 5 to 1 at the end?
Maybe. Yeah.
I think so.
I could never hear that before the last one. I can never hear it.
We're going to pencil it in. I want you to check and make sure it's right. And if it is right, is it a 5 or is it a 5/7? 1, 2, 3. Is it a 5? Is it a 5/7?
5/7.
It's a 5/7, I'm pretty sure.
How much money you want to put on that?
I wasn't paying attention.
Ah!
I'll give you a.
Five. Never mind.
It wasn't.
It's not a 5/7.
Oh, I was right. You played it louder the second time, and I thought, whatever.
It was the top note was
I
sol
put in
mi
a
instead of fa mi,
5/7.
right?
I put in a 5/7 just to show you what the 5/7 sounds like, right?
Oh, okay.
So I'll do the same thing again. There's a 5. Here's a 5/7. It's tangier. It's tangier because it has two tendency tones that need to resolve, where the 5 does not. The 5 only has one tendency tone, which is T going to Do. T, Do. In the 5/7, we get Fa that wants to fall to Mi. And it wants to shoot out. But in the 5, we just get T, Do. We don't get the Fa. Do you hear the difference?
Not really. I see the difference, but I don't hear it.
It's not as saucy. All right, do you have your melody line? Can you sing the melody? Do. T, I see Marissa hand signing. Do. Re. T. Do. Good job, Marissa. All right, what is our bass line? Do. Re. Mi.
And then it might be fa, but it might not be. I don't remember.
Fa. Sol. Do. Good. All right. Second chord, we have an F sharp in the bass and a D sharp in the treble. What possible chords could that include?
Is it 5?
It is. What other chords are an option?
The 7?
A 7? Yep. What other chord is an option? A 2 chord is another option, is it not?
A dominant 2 chord?
Not a dominant, but a 2 chord.
Oh, it would be minor
Predominant. Okay, so we do have a 5 chord here, but F sharp's in the bass. So what's our Arabic number need to be?
A 5/6, I think, right?
A 5/6/5 would be a D sharp in the bass.
6/4.
6/4 is not a. Ooh, timeout. I'm messing you up. In addition to it being a 5 chord, it is some type of 7th chord. It is a 5/7 chord.
Oh, that makes sense.
So that tells us with F sharp in the bass, if B was in the bass, it would be a 7. If D sharp was in the bass, it'd be a 6/5. If F sharp is in the bass, it'd be a 4/3. And if A was in the bass, it would be a 4/2. So F sharp is in the bass, so it is a 4/3. Are you with me? I see a little puzzled face in my screen. Does everybody understand that the 5 chord is spelled B, D sharp, F sharp, A in the key of E major? It's okay if you don't. Just tell me.
I mean, I do now.
Because we have 4 tones, it's a 7th chord. If the B is the root, it's a 7. If the D sharp is the root, it's a 6/5. If the F sharp's the root, it's a 4/3. If the A is the root, it's a 4/2. You know that from our theory class last semester, yes? If you don't know that, go back and watch a video on it. Doc Peters. Okay, next I have a G sharp and an E. What chord possibilities could I have in the key of E major?
One or six.
1 or 6. What do you think it is?
1 in first inversion.
It is.
Yeah, it's a 1/6.
Good. Okay, I've got an A and an F sharp. What are my options?
2 chords.
2.
2 chord. Any others?
7.
Would be a 7. Which one do you think it is? If it's a 7, what's going to be unique about it?
That it's before the 5.
And
I don't know.
it's going to be diminished if it's 7. True?
Oh, right.
Is it diminished?
No.
Connor's saying peace. Oh, he's saying the 2 chord. He's saying
And it's a 2 chord.
deuces. 2 chord? 2/6?
I thought it was just 2, but
It can't be 2 because the D sharp.
would make it diminished, right?
I'm sorry. The root would be F sharp if it was just 2. The A on the bass makes it 2/6. So there's your answer. That's a perfect score right there. All right, you ready for bonus gravy? Anybody get alto? Mi, fa, mi, re, re, mi, and tenor. So, 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 la, so, so.
Really didn't trust the tenors with anything there.
No. You usually can't. All right, I've got 4 minutes. I want to focus on some ear training chords, triads by ear. Are you ready? Hit me up in the chat privately. Be more specific. Good, Connor. Check it. Check it, check it. Can't you feel him? He's there. The Phantom of the Opera.
So which inversion is that for?
Minor first inversion.
Oh, I heard it, but I said the wrong inversion.
That was the longest running Broadway show before COVID, I think. All right, let's do another one. Good, Skylar. Good, Taj. Good, Zach. Good, Max. Good, Marissa. Good, Trevor. Good, Bryce. Good, Christian. Good, Preston and Isaac.
Showing all of them.
What?
Zach is showing you us all.
Zach is showing me. Oh, yeah. It's because he's confident. He knows he's got it. Check it. Is it dissonant? Yes, it's dissonant. So we have two options, augmented or diminished. Some people hear it that it wants to go down to major. Some people hear that it wants to invert down and get your mop and your bucket out. Fantasia, Mickey. Okay, new one. Check it. Check it, check it. Good, Isaac. Good, Marissa. Good, Taj. Good, Preston. Is it evenly stacked? Do you hear a fourth? Is it dissonant? It's not dissonant. Major or minor? It's minor. Is it evenly stacked? Do you hear a fourth? Do you feel him there? The Phantom of the Opera. What's the solfege for it?
Me, sol, do.
Me, sol, do. Good. All right. Last one. Is it dissonant? Yes, it's dissonant. Good, Marissa. Good, Zachary. Good, Connor. Is there a tritone? Is the tritone on top, on bottom, or the outer shell? It was diminished root. The tritone shell. Okay. We'll work more on these next time. What I'll probably do next time is I'll do it on the clickers. So you can answer on the clicker. So if you haven't registered your clicker yet, get it done. And we'll see you either tomorrow or Thursday, all right?
All right, Doc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Questions?
All right, thank you.
All righty, bye-bye.